children, this is Sandhya. I'm happy to connect with you all for our 6th English lesson. This is our first session of the 6th lesson, The Sun and the Wind. Hey, do you know something? We have come to the new book. Yes, volume 2 book, right? Well, Sun and the Wind. What comes to your mind after listening to the title of the lesson? I think we are going to learn something about the nature. Well, what do you like about the nature? Some may like a pleasant breeze, some may like rainy days, some may like hot, warm, bright, sunny days. I like rainy days. Well, let us see what this lesson, Sun and the Wind, has to offer for us as we read it. We will be reading a story, then we will move on to grammar parts. Before going into the story, as always, let us kickstart the lesson with a PEP activity. This is your PEP activity 6.1. Look at your screen now. This is also about the nature, just like the title of the story, title of the lesson. There are some situations given here. You need to draw happy, sad or angry face to show how you feel when the sun is shining brightly. You can play outdoors. Second option is, it is windy, you can fly kites. And the third option is, there is no wind is blowing and it's very hot. Now, what do you like better? A warm sunny day or a cool windy day? Why? You can discuss about this with your teacher when you get an opportunity. Now, you may take 10 minutes to work on this activity. Open page number 1 of your volume 2 studio and write today's date. Else, you can use your notebook, write today's date and also mention the activity number as PEP activity. Now, it's time to pause the video for 10 minutes. Press play once you're done. Welcome back. I like both the first and second options. I would not draw an angry face for the first two. What about you? Which option did you draw the angry face? It is not a good feeling when there is no wind also and it is too hot also, right? Fine. Let's see what this story is all about now. Listen to the audio of the story carefully and follow the text either in your studio or on your screen.
The sun and the wind. The wind and the sun meet one day. The wind says, I am stronger than you. The sun says, no, I am stronger than you. They see a man walking. His name is Dharma. He feels cold and has a blanket wrapped around him. The wind says, the one who makes Dharma take off his blanket is the strongest. The sun replies, good, you may try first. The wind starts to blow.
Do you think the blanket will fly off or not? I feel the blanket will not fly off because when the wind is blowing strongly, we feel like holding the blanket tightly to our body, right? So, I don't think the blanket will fly off. How about you? Let's continue listening to the story to see what Dharma does here.
When Dharma feels the wind, he holds on to his blanket tightly. The wind gets angry and blows harder. Dharma holds his blanket more tightly. The wind blows even harder. It was of no use. Dharma does not let go of his blanket. Finally, the wind gives up. Next, it is the sun's turn. The sun smiles gently. Dharma feels warm. Now the sun smiles a little more. Dharma feels warmer and takes off his blanket.
Wow, that was an interesting story, right? Well, what worked better here? The sun's smile or the wind's anger? What do you think? As you all guessed it right, here the sun's smile worked better than the anger of the wind. I feel anger always creates an unpleasant situation for us, also for the people around us. Imagine when you are taking color pencils from your sister or brother and immediately they shout at you, "Don't take my pencils." How do you feel? At the same time, when they are telling, "Please don't take my pencil, I must use them now." How do you feel when they say it in a polite way? You feel good, right? Similarly, we should also try to talk to others in a very polite manner. Well, let's work on a small activity which is given alongside the story. Now, look at your screen. It is given, observe the pictures below. Tick the activity you cannot do without the wind. I can see some children are playing cricket in the first picture. In the second picture, few children are trying to fly the kite. And in the third picture, a group of children are playing football. I feel that cricket and football are quite heavy and they do not need the support of the wind. What do you think? You may pause the video for a few minutes now and tick your response. Press play once you're done. Welcome back. I'm sure you all would have ticked the second picture because we need the wind to fly our kites. Though we did not learn any new words from this story, you may pick 3 or 4 words that you find little difficult and try to create your own sentences with the same. This will help you to remember these words and use them appropriately in your conversations with your parents, siblings, or with your teachers. Well, I'm going to choose the word gentle since I think I need little more practice to remember this word. I'm going to try a sentence with this word. Well, my sister touched my dog in a gentle way. Now it is your turn. Choose any few words and try to create your own sentences. Write them in your notebook and discuss with your teachers when you get that opportunity. Well, that brings us to the end of this session. I hope you all enjoyed reading the story. I shall meet you all in our next session with some more interesting activities related to the theme of the lesson. Till then, bye.